Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving and disaster battle playing as the Seducers of Slaanesh, going up against Titain, where Tyrion is bringing nearly 4 full stacks against us here, and we only have a stack and a bit. So we're very badly outnumbered. Decisive defeat and auto resolve with a lot of squishy units. I can see why this guy sent the save file in. In order to win this battle, we definitely need to not control a large army. We'll get overwhelmed too easily if they're bringing an outnumbering amount of force on any given moment in the battlefield. We also need to take the Flamesfire Phoenix, seduce that unit. That's super important. Now, unfortunately, he only had 3,323 favor, so he can't manage to make use of the full 3,800. So I can't steal any additional units, unfortunately. It just isn't going to work there. So I've done pretty much everything that I can do, apart from maybe switch this banner over to Nakari. I don't think it'll make a huge difference, but better than nothing. Everything's on the highest battle difficulty. Let's jump in here and see what we can do. So in order to even get a victory in this battle, let alone a clean victory, I mean, let's just put that aside for now. But in order to just get a victory, we need to preserve as much balance of power as possible. That's absolutely essential. Because if we take too much damage, even if we're doing a really good job and our guys are getting hundreds of kills, we're still going to lose. Each one of our units has to kill 4 of theirs. And they're just not capable of doing it. It's mostly melee infantry. The cavalry can could probably do more than 4 units worth of kills if we micro them quite well. But these ones here, they're not able to do it. But one unit that's able to inflict 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 units worth of kills is Nakari if we use them correctly. And so there's no point saving Nakari until the end of the battle when we get army lost after our infantry have been destroyed. Instead, we'll use him at the beginning. Now, the problem here is that Tyrion's on the battlefield. And Tyrion's going to be quite difficult to get rid of, but we have to do it. So, he's probably going to take a fair bit of damage fighting Tyrion, but it's got to get done. At least he's able to heal. Now, let me have a look at this one. Yeah, that's such a bad choice. I see this all the damn time. People need to learn to take their fucking war shrines off as a mount. I get it. It has good stats. I get it. It's a Mortis engine. But it can't fucking hide in the forest. And it's a missile soak. And it basically gives away the freaking game here. So, quite a bad unit for us here, this one. I'm going to leave it over here. I'm not going to withdraw it from the battlefield, even though we do have that option. But hopefully it doesn't get discovered until later on, because I really want them focusing entirely on Nakari, because there's quite a lot of things that we can do with him if they're entirely focusing on him. Okay, so first thing we want to do is, good, it's hidden because the terrain's obstructing it, even though it can't hide in the forest. It's hiding because of the hill. We want to go and get Tyrion's attention and bring him away from the rest of his army. We're able to do that because we've got Whisper of Glory. So if we stay within 35 meters range of him and just edge him closer, give him a peek of our butt, and bring him over here so that we can duel him, he should be able to win, especially with these debuffs here. Because if we use our... If he's rampaged, he won't be able to use his abilities anyway. Not that he would even have any. I mean, it's not like Sunfang's going to do anything. The actual ability on the sword. Okay, we've already got him rampaged, that's it. Don't use this one here because we should be faster than him by default. He's moving in pretty quick. Ooh. We've also got Strider, so we can walk through the forest quite easily. And you can actually walk through trees. That's it. Got to stay within 35 meter range of him. Now, as for the Phoenix, I just want it staying nearby to keep the attention of their archers, because Nakari's actually quite vulnerable to getting penetrated. So let's go stay closer. Now, one downside to these particular abilities is they don't last very long. So, we use them after we get into combat. They really draw Tyrion well away from the rest of his army. Okay, let's start with Acquiescence, because it lasts a little bit longer. And then just really get into it. Cool. By debuffing him that much, we can see he's got the terrain debuff, he's got a winded debuff, Soporific Mask, Willing Prey. His melee attack is only 47. As you can see here, he hasn't even landed a single hit on Nakari, but it only lasts a little bit. Now, I could run off and wait for this to recover, but I really need Tyrion dead sooner rather than later. So far it's going pretty well. I could maybe even bring in the Phoenix to hit him in the butt. Now Tyrion is doing some damage. I definitely want to cast that again. this. Okay, looks like we've terror routed him. It's okay if he leaves the battlefield, as long as we don't have to deal with him anymore. So he has done a grand total of 1,940 damage. If he leaves the battlefield, it's fine. But he didn't. Come on, kill him. It would be better if we kill him. Doesn't have the Heart of Avalon. Come on, one more hit, one more hit. Yes! Good. Very good, because that way we get the Harvester of Souls as well. We've just taken an Heir of an Aryan soul. Very nice. Okay, here comes another asshole. The Alistair the White Lion. Now, Nakari's not going to be quite as good at dealing with him because Nakari's got a very high chance of like knocking them back, and sometimes the knockback animation happens before the damage animation, which is fucking annoying because you end up doing no damage despite having way better stats. You know, it just is what it is. But this one here is on a horse. And it can't get knocked back, can't get knocked down. So that means it has no protection against Nakari. Very good. But we don't want to be fighting anything else. Just focus on the heroes. Doesn't matter if we don't kill her. We can kill her on the next battle. Just get her off the battlefield. Let's just, like I said, focus on getting the win. Alright, now, next thing we want to do, since it's all slow units on the battlefield at the moment, apart from, I think there is a Silver Helm unit around. Okay, next thing we want to do is rampage all the archers and get them into a blob. So they're a bit separated at the moment, but if we just go near them, we can get them to rampage. And no, I don't want this one getting shot. Why is this one not getting rampaged? How dare you? Okay, there we go. There we go. Got it rampaged. Because while they're rampaged, they can't shoot. And they're constantly trying to get into melee. You'll see what I'm trying to do real soon. Get everyone rampaged. That's it. And we really want to get all of these units in a big old fat old blob. Where do you think you're going? It's okay. It's okay. So, the rampaging, does it only affect a certain number of units? Not sure. I gotta read into that one a bit more. There's a Silver Helm unit over there. That's one that I don't want coming in. Can I get this one rampaged? Oh look, okay, this is a pretty big blob. So the reason for the blob is, for one thing, this spell here, but also the ability to use collision attacks, and also this one here. So collision attacks are where we charge in, and while he's doing his charging in animation, before he does his actual charge attack animation, we get a bucket load of kills. Oh yeah. And the more of them there are, and the faster we are, the problem is you don't want to stop. Don't need to use our debuffs, it's really not important. It doesn't make any difference when it comes to collision attacks. You need to move faster. So this is why I wanted to get the archers up in here, because they will constantly try and shoot at us, and they're actually doing a decent amount of damage, so, you know, somewhat. So that's it, that's it. Pretty good charge attack, good, and all we gotta do is cancel the attack at the last moment before he actually does the animation, because if he does the animation, he will stop moving for a moment. Oh, yeah. And then, while they're in a massive blob like this, that's it. Don't need to pop this down too rapidly. Just 1 or 2 per round is fine. Yeah, the Phoenix is very annoying to listen to, I get it. Okay, just got one more attack with this, and then it's spent. Okay, so... Yeah, so we don't want that to be happening. That's not good. No. Don't want to be fighting Silverhelms. Stay away from them. Alright, so if we have a look here, the Frostheart Phoenix has done 13,000 in damage, which I think is pretty good. And Nakari has done 26,000 in damage without really having had too much damage inflicted on him. Alright, now I really need to get rid of the Silverhelm, so I'm going to keep it rampaged and drag it over here. And it's time to bring these guys out in a moment. But yeah, as for the Phoenix, it would be great to actually get the Phoenix killed, because it's their unit. That's it, get its attention and lure it over here. We want to lure it away from the rest of their infantry and their archers, because these units are not really good at dealing with them. Which is why we need to make use of the rampage. Okay. How much damage is this doing to us? That's actually not nothing. It's not nothing, it's doing a bit. Alright, so bring these ones out now. Yeah, this is why we use the... Oh, no. This is why we use the Frostheart Phoenix... Sorry, Frostheart Phoenix. Flamespire Phoenix to get the attention of their archers so they don't pursue us. Come on, come on, come on. That's it. Get them rampaging. Come towards us over this way. Move. Because, yeah, that unit there can bog us down a fair bit. And Nakari is actually not very good at fighting Silverhelms. Very good at fighting all these other ones. But his collision attacks don't really work against them. Man, it was easier to bloody lure Tyrion over here. They've actually done a lot of damage to me. Okay, we should be free-ish to bring them in. Now, just because we kind of want this unit to die doesn't mean I want it to die right now. That's it. Just get rid of the Silverhelm as quickly as we can. And while that's going on, get Nakari to draw the rest of these units away from this fight here. So they'll do alright there, I think. Oh, I should also debuff them so they don't do much damage to us. That's it. Decent blob there. Good. Alright, this is all working out pretty well here. Alright, Silverhelm's gone. Good. That's all I need them to do. Move back over there. Now, we've given away the game, I guess, with the cavalry there, but that's the primary thing I need them to be doing is taking out the enemy cavalry, because they're anti-large. It's their job. Now, another thing is Nakari's regen requires him to wipe out units, so those Silverhelms are just about wiped out, and he causes a Mortis Engine effect on units that are like wavering or broken. Yeah, there we go, we got it. We wiped it out completely. Remember, keep getting those collision attacks. No, not that. Not his actual charge attack. Don't worry about the fireball attack. That doesn't friggin' matter at all. Use that whenever there's decent blobs. No, watch out. I can't heal this. Oh, actually, no, I can if it died. Well, 50-50 chance. But that's okay. This one here still hasn't been revealed. That's good. Got a good blob of them here. Again, don't really think I should be going for Alistair, especially when he's in a group like this. Just keep running circles around them and using this for now. If I can get Alistair isolated, I'd totally go for it. Can I go? No, I can't go around that way. Right, I want these ones here to hide again, if possible. Hopefully the AI will forget about it. I have noticed that they've started forgetting about hidden units a bit more these days. Seems like the AI has actually been degrading a fair bit over time on the battlefield. I'm not sure. Good, yeah, Nakari. This is what I was talking about. He was able to do 30, 40, 50 freaking units worth of kills if we do this kind of shit. You can't be standing still. Because, yeah, by the time these guys start their attack animation, you've already moved on. And they just end up attacking air. Because, yeah, most units in the game don't have an attack animation while they're also like moving, or they don't have an instant attack animation. So they've got to wind it up. So particularly fast units can kind of dodge it a bit. Probably better if I'm charging downhill. If you had the Banner of Swiftness on him, that would actually be way better than this one. But you know, make do with what you got. Again, we don't really want to be charging in at Alistair. If possible, just bowl him right over. And just don't worry about attacking him. We'll deal with him later. If we have a look, he has not done any damage, so we're fine. Good, Nakari's still essentially fresh. There we go. Oh man, look at those collision attacks. Very nice. And then there's also the other attack that we can do is if we kick them far enough down a hill, they can die. But that won't count towards our actual kill total. This doesn't really matter. Very nice. Tell you what, this battle would make Zerkovich happy. Maybe. Oh, no, he doesn't like cheese. But he hates elves, so maybe he'd be okay. Just okay with it. I don't know. You ask him. Oh, they've actually gone and looked for us. Alright, so who was it? Alright, they sent... That's fine. That's fine. Why don't you go over there and help out? And actually, they go and help out as well. It gives away our position a little bit, but that's okay. Because yeah, if we could get a whole bunch of enemy units killed close to this one, it'll start charging up their Mortis engine effect. Because you got to get a bunch of kills in order for that to come into effect. I wasn't relying on it though, because Nakari's got his own Mortis engine effect. But we can see here, a lot of these units are starting to head towards there, rather than focus on Nakari. And I wanted them to focus on me. We had a nice little orgy going on here. Now we haven't actually wiped out that many units, which is why Nakari hasn't had much of a chance to... Oh god. Did he hit us? No, he didn't. Okay, that's good. So... Okay, we wiped that one out real quick. Alright, get them back over here. Move back over here. Move back over here. Keep moving, Nakari. And you go over there, and you go over here. Yeah, this is a bit of a risk doing this, but let's see. Yeah, that's what I thought might happen. I'd just knock him down the hill.
Glorious. Agreed. Onward. Fine.
Good, we got a bunch of units that are going to start... Oh, shit. Oh, no, he's going to hit me. Yeah, he did. He got me that time. Alright, he's being annoying. We need to get rid of him. Problem is, though, he will do a lot of damage to us while we're in a duel with him, especially when there's all these other units here. I need to isolate him from the rest of his army. How am I going to do that? Unless I constantly keep knocking him away from them. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, because every time we keep hitting him and knocking him down, it doesn't actually do the damage animation. Like I said, fucking stupid. Come on. There we go. That's our best way of actually killing him. Luckily, he doesn't have particularly good combat stats because he's fairly low level. Don't focus on these fucking idiots here. Just keep focusing on Alistair. We need to get rid of him. Because he's annoying me as I'm trying to roll through these guys. He's doing nowhere near as much damage as Tyrion, but these ones here are starting to do damage to him. Now, if we don't constantly keep clicking on Alistair, he'll turn around and start attacking the Lothern Sea Guard, which we don't want him to do. It'd be a friggin' waste. Okay, too many units there now. This is Fireball! I really don't think Fireball is going to do any significant damage. but
No one
might
must
do a little bit. Definitely shouldn't have used it on Tyrion. This one here is about to decay completely, so just stand there and consume their soul. No, that's not what I told you to do, dipshit. Good, that way we get a little bit of healing. Yeah, because when you use Fireball, I think you have to be completely standing still. People wonder why I don't use Fireball. Oh, fuck's sake. It's like, why bother? Oh my god. Come on. Yeah, that bloody knockdown keeps these small guys targeted. Keeps them from being targeted. Sorry. Ugh, that's not going to do any damage to him. But at least he's isolated from the rest of his army now. That's good, we didn't knock him down that time. So Alistair now, actually he hasn't been getting any hits on us at all. It looks like he's going to start routing and we'll be able to steal his, we'll consume his soul, so that's good. Because yeah, now he's getting the Mortis Engine effect inflicted. In fact, even when they're on the ground, they don't suffer damage from any effects. They're actually completely invincible, I'm fairly sure. It's complete bullshit. Because you'd think that a unit is most vulnerable when it's on the ground, but no! For creative assembly, being on the ground, no, that's invincible.
Moving. We are in agreement.
It is what it is. Just gotta deal with it. As long as you're aware of it, you can sort of make compensations for it. Alright, now because the enemy forces here are just absolutely shredded, we can now bring out our cavalry and basically just help run them down. Because yeah, this is nothing here. And as they're bringing in fresher units, Nakari's going to be tasked at dealing with them. So using this one here first into that one would be good. Good. Because they've got fear, they should be able to break them easily enough. But yeah, keep doing those collision attacks. Oh yeah, look at that, 1,000 kills. Oh, that was a great one. They got nearly 100 kills on that charge. Very nice. And their morale's absolutely smashed. Just want one of them to run it down, otherwise they just toss it around constantly. 90,000 damage with Nakari. Not bad for level 16. Alright, they can still see where the Culters of Slaanesh is. It hasn't managed to hide again, which means there must be a unit somewhere in this vicinity over here. But it should just be like one or two units, just not very much. So if they end up finding us over here, then it's going to be the last thing that they ever see. Okay, we're taking a bit of damage here. We don't want to stay in prolonged combat. We've got to keep moving. Keep using those collision attacks. It's working out real nice there. Okay. Yeah, if they just keep sending a couple units here and there, that should be no problem for us. And this way we're able to inflict damage on them without them inflicting damage on... Hang on, we got something coming in over here. Archer unit. Without them inflicting damage on us, and that's how we... get the difference in the balance of power to be a bit more even, or even in our favor. Probably shouldn't just send it in on its own against spearmen. And also, their units actually they're not tired at all.
This will do. Move. Power of Slaanesh.
Alright, let's charge it on this one here. Because if we send all of them in, even if these guys here are anti-large, see we're about to break them, that's what we want to see. Need to get rid of that archer.
Charge. Strike.
Yeah, run that one down. You need to heal a little bit. Looks like they're coming over here to search for more units. I guess they've assumed that the rest of my army would be there. Nope. This is why we put them in different locations.
Rage and fury.
Yeah, see, not taking any damage because the guy fell on the ground. And then as soon as he gets back up, he dies. Alright, this is going pretty well, but there are still a lot of enemies still to come in. Oh my god. There's absolutely fuckloads of them still to come in. Okay. But we've taken out most of their dangerous units, because Alistair the White Lion is gone, and Tyrion is gone, and it's mostly going to be infantry now. Another Lord just came in, which Nakari is very good at dealing with. These ones over here are doing very well. In fact, I think we could send in the Fiends of Slanesh in as well, because they're quite quick. I usually like to keep all my fast troops together. That's some bit of damage. We do want this unit to die. I do want to make that clear. I do want it to die. Because otherwise they just get it back. So if we're going to be inefficient with any unit in the battle, it's got to be this one. Good. More for him there. Alright, getting some more archers coming in. Let's try to get rid of this archer here. Send this one to come and help. Because, yeah, they're sending more units over this way, but if they're coming at us in waves, the only thing that we shouldn't charge into, I think, is the spearmen here. Everything else should be fine. Then we need to actually send Nakari to go and kill that other lord that went in there. Charge that up a little bit. Maybe I'll move you a bit closer up this way, because honestly the forces that we're dealing with here are not that big of a concern. And if we could charge this up and get some summons in, that'll help us out a little bit. No, I don't want to fight that. I want to fight that. It seems like this one's actually doing pretty poorly against those archers, even in melee. Yeah, that's not going to do anything to us. No. Good. Keep that up. Nakari is still fresh, so I don't really need to use this. Make claim. Fair few isolated archers over this way, so we'll send the cavalry over there to go sort them out. That's good. Once again, just keeps knocking them on the ground. Well, actually, that actually did a lot of damage. I'll lay off it for this time. it worked. Alright, let's go this way. Just roll up all their archers. Because, yeah, these reinforcements that are coming in here are still affected by Lord's death. If we kill this one here, that should reset it to being minus 16, you know, just briefly. You don't have to kill this one. I'll do that later. Let's come over here and kill some of the archers. Alright, I think we can justify bringing them in as well. But bring them up this way. Yep. Okay, we're starting to get through these units a bit better. Okay, they got some flying units coming in soon. Nakari shouldn't have any trouble dealing with them. They've also got some very fast units coming in soon, so that'd be good if we were here waiting for them. Next two units to come in will be Lothar and Seaguard. Yeah, okay, so this one's now in combat. Send them in, and we'll do a bit of flanking if possible. That should work out very nicely for us, I hope. Okay, don't worry about that one. Come over here. How about with this Lothar and Seaguard? Need that gone straight away. Because the quicker we kill them, or just rout it off the battlefield, the less damage they'll be able to inflict on us. They probably got knocked on the ground at the moment. Okay, yep. Get back, another unit will come in. Now it's actually a good time to actually have all of their forces have a split interest. So picking. Oh, they got their reinforcement from over here this time.
Yes. Gloria.
Okay, we got a summon available. Staying as much of a blob as possible because now we've got the Giver of Torturous Glory.
I need souls.
So that's inflicting a lot of damage passively on them.
Esmagoria. Slash.
Okay, another unit of Lothar and Seaguard. Go get rid of that.
Power of slangers.
Good, we're doing just fine over here. Yeah, just keep staying this blob. This works out really well. They just keep coming at us in small waves. That works out really nicely. Big charge in on them, and good. Good, they still haven't done much damage. Okay. Cavalry can keep fighting. Okay, they're backed off. That's fine. So again, I still got these summons here, but actually, you know what? Yeah, let's use the summon. Oh shit! What happened over there? Unit got fucked up. I have no idea what happened to that one. It must have been isolated somewhere. I think it got off the battlefield, but I'm not entirely sure because it just disappeared. It's not fully wiped out. I think. Right, this is not going amazingly well here. Let's move all of them out of that because that's a white line of grace. We're taking a fair bit of damage. Move them out of that. That's just a summon. That's fine. Let that sit there and tank damage. Try to activate the charge bonus wherever possible. Yeah, that other unit must have got lost on the pack and went somewhere else. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, Illyrian Reavers, that's good for us to go and deal with. Okay, well good. Good, catching the Illyrian Reavers before they've had a chance to shoot. That is great. Only 2 more units left to come in from that army. And this one over here, oh my god, there's still so much to deal with. That being said, a lot of these units are really badly worn out. Okay, Nakara, you should do alright against them, I hope. Just trying to take too much damage. Having the Hellstriders help us out could be good because it'll hopefully absorb some of the damage. And they're anti-large, that'll be good. Okay, that's all working out fine. Alright, one full reinforcing army has come onto the battlefield now and has been dealt with, so that's good. Well, for the most part. We don't need all of them running after that. Also, giving them breaks here and there would be really handy. Okay, just move back. We don't need to be super aggressive with this lot. Keep staying back there. Now wouldn't be the worst time ever to lose the Flamespire Phoenix, so I'm just going to throw it into battle wherever, against whatever. I don't think there's anything else I'm really going to need it for. Right, these ones here, just go back into the forest and maybe get a bit of a rest. Yeah, fatigue is going to be quite helpful here. Might as well chuck in a fireball, shit spell, whatever. Hopefully don't hit dirt. Oh my god! But legend is homing! And kill her, that'd be great. Yeah, just stay over here, and if any particularly vulnerable units like archers come through there. Or the artillery. That would be good to snipe them.
No
Maybe let's get... Oh, hang on. Illyrian Reavers. Alright, hang on. Yeah, let this one die, but let's get Nakari to get the Illyrian Reavers' attention and get the Hellstriders to deal with it.
charge.
So yeah, just let the Phoenix die.
Phasmagoria.
It's not our unit anyway. Yep, that's all fine there.
Onward.
So very soon it will trigger Rebirth, where it has a 50-50 chance of dying or getting a bunch of health. So I guess we will see how that goes. I'm hoping... Actually, I don't care. It died. Whatever. What's this? Wildlands of Crest. Yeah, I don't want to be fighting that. Alright, we got a Lord coming in to help us out. Okay, that's fine. Alright, Illyrian Reavers, go after them.
Now.
Yeah, go after those Illyrian Reavers. So yeah, they're looking for us. No, not with that one. Quite a few archers coming in here now. Nakari can only heal just a little bit more. And how much more do we have left to deal with? Looks like a stack and a half still to come in on the battlefield. Good, that's going to do next to no damage to us. Great. Anytime we can get free kills, that's a big bonus for us. We've got 3 more casts of Lash of Slanesh. Honestly, anything that we use it on, it's fine, as long as it's actually a good hit. Although, making use of the passive can be handy as well. Got some reinforcements left as well. Alright, there's also one more Lord left to kill. But there's actually a fair number of archers remaining here, and like I said, Nakari's not the best at dealing with getting penetrated. Now, wouldn't it be great if one of these fireballs actually hit something?
This will do.
Don't even know why I bother, but how about you try and hit something this time?
Onward.
Oh, look at that, we actually hit something. Good for him.
By the hell forge.
Our cavalry's a little bit worn out.
Go. Move. Soul trigger. Phasmagoria.
I don't really need to kill this one, although it is a life wizard.
I shall dance. No one faster. Faster.
This one's not recovering its fatigue very well.
Stride. Charge. Move.
This is very silly of them here. Send them all in.
No one faster. Go. Nakari.
Yeah, if Nakari can keep about half of their army busy here while the rest of us just take on essentially one unit at a time, we'll smash them.
We are in agreement.
Okay, there's another unit that I want them to take out. Bring them in.
Moving. Attack.
Don't forget about them collision attacks. Thing is, now that they're not really that much in blobs,
No one
it's going to be harder to get those collision attacks in.
Onward. Go. Nakari moves. Stride.
Worship Shornan.
Okay, there's a unit of rangers in there. Okay, you need to come over here and deal with that. Get Nakari to go and help them if we can. They're all trading very nicely. I may have to withdraw this unit from the battlefield soon, or else it'll get too badly damaged. I want Nakari to come in and help them, because I can't really pull that out. It was just completely stuck in there. And this way, we can help it to rout earlier, so it stops dishing out damage to this unit here. Let's keep them in a blob, that's working for us. Although if that wizard comes over here and uses a spell, that could be a problem. So I'll need to go back and get rid of her. Let's go do that. Yeah, they've sorted out that ranger unit. Let's bring them in. Right, get them moved back a little bit further. Need to stay away from that wizard.
Charge! This will do. Move.
Where'd that wizard go? They usually like to keep him lagging. There it is. Lagging behind a bit.
Power of Slaanesh. Now.
Good. Almost killed it.
Glorious. Go. Soul drinker.
Yeah, don't want to move too fast or they'll just whiz right past it. But he knocked down again. Good. Okay, that was the last enemy lord, I think. And also gives us some regen. Alright, we need to focus on our melee infantry now. Because I can't just use Nakari. If I only use Nakari, he's just going to keep getting shot. They're actually doing a decent amount of damage to him. But if we utilize our infantry here, and Nakari, I think we could do a decent job. Also, a good opportunity, I think, to use the summon. But cast it behind them and get them to charge in the rear. Or cast it behind them to go after the archers. Yeah, go after the archers. Okay, I need this one here to move faster. Charge into the rear of them.
Strike. Charge.
Aim.
Attack.
Good. They're spears, but they're about to break, so doesn't matter if they're anti-large or not. If they've got no morale, that doesn't make any difference to them. There we go, that's good. And these ones come around over here. Get them.
Rage and fury. Make claim. Fire.
That's okay, that one's just a summon. Let it take damage. Last cast. But it's a good time to do it because it'll give all of them extra melee attack, you know, briefly. Slaanesh is not an amazing lore of magic, but that's what we got. Alright, we've got some more Illyrian Reavers coming in. It's fine. The total amount of forces they've got on the battlefield at the moment is not a big deal, and since their front line was just demolished, we should be able to get at these archers really quickly. Get in there.
Nakari moves.
That's it, just keep them constantly routing wherever possible.
East.
Okay, Nakari should do fairly well against the Tyrannok chariots. So they do have magical attacks, but I don't imagine he's got that much physical resistance anyway. No, that's actually a bit. Okay, if they're in Rampage, are they going to do much damage? I'm not sure. Actually, I don't like how this is going, because he can't heal any further, and I'm rather not losing just yet. If anything, let's use them to catch the Tyrannok chariots. Too much of a blob happening here. Try to get out of it. Because, yeah, you can tell them to attack this, and if they're broken, you got too much of a blob, they actually won't attack it properly at all. Okay, so... Okay, there's about half an army still left to come in. We should actually be getting fairly close to being able to inflict the army losses. Whether or not we will inflict the army losses, I'm not entirely sure. Because we have taken some damage, but our infantry is still in really good shape. I need to pull this guy off the battlefield. He's about to get wiped out. Why not? Watch it.
Charge. Esmagoria. Glorious. The divine sensation. All
There we go, we inflicted the army losses. Nice. And our army's in okay shape. I think the only unit that we got wiped out was the Phoenix, which is actually their unit, so we actually wanted it to get wiped out.
Sweet depravity.
So these come onto the battlefield and then should it just immediately leave, right? Yep.
Sweet kiss.
And if you haven't already got it, you'll get Tyrion's defeat trait now. The only downside really to having an early army losses like this is that we don't get to finish off all these units, but that being said, we could really use a little bit of time for recovery, especially for the cavalry. Our infantry are in great shape. There's also a chance that their artillery will just get captured by us, so we don't even have to kill them. Alright, I'll just pause the recording as I run down the last of these guys. I just realized that Nakari actually shouldn't get a single extra kill because he's got 69 sandwiched between 1 and 9. I don't know. So, you know, whatever. That'll do. Alright, we'll have a little bit of a look at how the campaign situation's going. I think it's fairly early on in the campaign, which I normally don't accept early game disasters, but this was pretty massive. Oh man, just a sliver there. Yeah, that one definitely died. Just wasn't really paying attention to that unit. It must have just taken damage really quickly. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, you guys can rewind and have a look at what happened. And maybe it got isolated or wasn't paying attention to it. I'm just not entirely sure. But it's still alive. And the only unit that died is the one unit we wanted to die, which was the Phoenix. So, fuck that. Oh yeah, that one got away. But that's okay. It's okay. It's not immortal yet. And quite a few units didn't even get involved on the battlefield. So loads of experience. 4 levels up for Nakari there. Lots of money, so that's going to be handy for you. Man, 1,000 devotees. 10% replenishment. Nah, take the devotees. That's way better. Good. And you're in a good position here to hit them and finish them off. And it's good that you were in friendly territory. Yeah, that's really good. Really shouldn't have any trouble beating them. And they're not going to get any replenishment because you've inflicted so much Slanesh corruption in the region. No... I mean, they're not going to really take much attrition because legendary difficulty, but... That was the first time we defeated Tyrion. Yeah, fair enough. Lots of gifts of Slanesh being handed out all over the place. And if you have a look at Nakari, what should you be focusing on? So you've been focusing on his personal melee skills. I agree with that. Harvester of Souls upgraded. So that'll just give you more regen. I think it's 0.4 at the moment, is that right? Yeah. Disciples of Excess. Summon Disciple Army plus 20%, that's pretty good. Unsettled Seduction, that's really quite terrible. Yeah, I reckon putting 2 points into Scarred Veteran for 15% extra health and Blade Shield would be the most useful of these 4 points. Because Nakari did like half the work in that entire battle. Put 2 points into that, that's good. It's a spell that we were using, so that's fine. Same thing with Acquiescence, that's actually a pretty good spell as well. I don't really like Hysterical Frenzy, but it's not for everyone. But yeah, that's all looking fine. It seems like you're leveling up, that no problem there. But yeah, I don't think you're going to have any trouble dealing with the rest of Tyrion now. You shouldn't have any problems. Alright guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later guys.